We all know The Simpsons, right? It's not just the longest-running animated series in history, but it's become famous for something much more mysterious: its eerie ability to predict the future. From outrageous satire and wild family antics to shockingly accurate forecasts, The Simpsons has kept us laughing and wondering. But the real question is, do The Simpsons actually predict the future? Or are the writers and producers in on something much bigger, possibly connected to the world's elites? You won't believe what we've uncovered. The predictions for 2024 are wild. Kamala Harris as the first female president, World War III, Trump's 2024 campaign, economic collapse, AI robots taking over. Are these just eerie coincidences, or is there a hidden truth behind it all? The Simpsons has been scarily accurate for decades, and now we're diving deep into what they have in store for 2024. Brace yourself. It's going to be insane. Trump's 2024 presidential ambition. If you've been following this legendary series, you already know they've made some jaw-dropping forecasts that came true, sparking awe and disbelief worldwide. But this time, they've taken it to a whole new level by predicting something huge: Trump's 2024 presidential run. On Tuesday, November 15, 2022, Donald Trump, the former U.S. president, and arguably one of the most polarizing figures in recent history, depending on your perspective, officially announced his candidacy for 2024. But here's where it gets wild. The Simpsons saw it coming long before anyone else. Al Jean, one of the show's key screenwriters, decided to bring this eerie foresight to light. He shared a clip from a 2015 episode titled "Bart to the Future," where a subtle yet unmistakable sign appears in the background: Trump 2024. This was years before Trump even became president, let alone announced a second run. Coincidence or something more? This revelation has sent the internet into a frenzy. And just when you thought it couldn't get crazier, their next prediction takes things to a whole new level. AI robots take over. Beyond the wild antics and humor of The Simpsons, one thing that truly sets the show apart is its eerie ability to predict the future. This next prediction, it's even stranger than the last. The Simpsons has a knack for forecasting technological advancements, but this one hits a little too close to home to be just a coincidence. Let me take you back to episode 17 of season 23. In this episode, Homer loses his job when Mr. Burns replaces all human employees with robots. Fast forward to today, with robotics and AI advancing at lightning speed, could we be staring at a future where, by 2024, humans start losing jobs to AI robots? It's already happening in some places. You've probably heard about robots serving as waiters in Japan and other parts of the world. So, is this the beginning of the end for human labor? Or are we overreacting to the looming threat of a robot takeover? Hopefully, it remains just a science fiction scenario. But if it does happen, you can bet The Simpsons will be the first to say, "We told you so." Mars takeover. This one is downright bizarre, and will have you wondering if The Simpsons writers are getting their scripts from aliens. The resemblance to real-life events is mind-blowing. If you're skeptical, let me take you to episode 6 of season 27. In this episode, Lisa discovers that the government is seeking volunteers for a mission to Mars. Excited, she signs up. And of course, the rest of the Simpson family joins her. What follows is a series of wild adventures, but in the end, their spaceship fails to take off, leaving them stranded on Earth. The twist? The episode ends with a flash forward to 2051, showing Marge and Lisa living on Mars. Sound familiar? It should, because if you've been paying attention, you know that Elon Musk has been planning to colonize Mars for years. His private space exploration company, SpaceX, is actively working to make it happen. The crazy part, the timeline from The Simpsons seems eerily close to Musk's own vision for launching humans to the Red Planet. Coincidence? Or is there something deeper at play? For now, we'll call it a coincidence. But this kind of coincidence is enough to raise eyebrows and leave anyone who's seen this episode with a lot of questions. Economic collapse. Let's dive back into predictions of doom and gloom. Is the United States on the brink of a severe economic collapse that could rival the Great Depression? Economic analysts are sounding the alarm. But let's be honest, This isn't just a US issue. Every country is grappling with tough times right now. The impacts of the COVID-19 pandemic, the Ukraine-Russia conflict, and numerous other global crises have shaken our world to its core. It's astonishing that we haven't already hit rock bottom. So what's the connection to The Simpsons? They might have seen this coming all the way back in 2000. In the iconic episode Bart to the Future, one of the most talked about episodes for its seemingly eerie accuracy, they predicted an economic collapse during Donald Trump's presidency. While Trump isn't currently in office, he's vying for the presidency again in 2024, which makes this prediction all the more intriguing. Female presidency, Kamala Harris. Is the United States ready to see a woman take the highest office in the land? In the episode Bart to the Future, Lisa becomes the first female president of the United States. The country is left financially crippled after a disastrous presidency under Donald Trump, and President Lisa steps in to clean up the mess with tough financial decisions. With the 2024 elections approaching, could The Simpsons be ahead of the curve again? Many believe this prediction is already halfway fulfilled, with Kamala Harris becoming the first female vice president. But could we take it a step further? Are we looking at a real possibility of Kamala Harris becoming the first female president of the United States in 2024? Time will tell. Baby translator. Ever wish you could understand exactly what your baby or toddler needs when they go into full-on crying mode? How did The Simpsons know about it before the rest of us? In episode 24 of season 3, titled Brother, Can You Spare Two Dimes?, Homer's half-brother Herb invents a device that translates baby babble into actual speech. Sounds amazing, right? But is this just a fictional fantasy, or could we actually see this invention come to life? If you're thinking it's too far-fetched, think again. A Swiss company called Zundream has created something very real, and it's called Baby Tea. Using the power of artificial intelligence, this tech marvel can actually analyze a baby's cries and figure out what they need. Hungry? In need of comfort? Or maybe they just want that weird uncle to back off. Baby T can tell you. So did art inspire life, or did life inspire art? That's for you to decide. Either way, The Simpsons called it once again. Virtual reality food. Yes, you read that correctly. It may sound like science fiction, but The Simpsons actually predicted a world where virtual food becomes a reality. How, you ask? In a standout episode, Homer and Marge enjoy a digital feast, slurping virtual fudge through straws attached to their VR headsets. Powered by advanced AI, these headsets let them interact with the digital world in a hilariously futuristic way. While this may seem like one of the wildest predictions from the show, it's not entirely far-fetched. Before you dismiss this as pure fantasy, meet Aero Banquet's Armax, a culinary adventure that blends traditional French cuisine with cutting-edge technology. This unique dining experience combines exquisite dishes with immersive, digital environments, creating a sensory feast like no other. While virtual reality has already made waves in gaming, art, and real estate, this experiment aims to transform our perception of food. It's all about creating a three-dimensional environment that revolutionizes how we experience cuisine. Could this groundbreaking concept become the norm by 2024? Only time will tell. Hover cars of the future. We've all seen hover cars in sci-fi movies, but leave it to The Simpsons to take it to the next level. In episode 15 of season 16, titled Future Drama, Bart and Lisa catch a glimpse of the family's future, and what they see is truly jaw-dropping. Homer and Bart are zipping through the streets in hover cars, gliding around effortlessly with no tires in sight. These futuristic rides can take you anywhere, and they give a nod to a technology that's been in development for years. But could 2024 be the year we finally see hover cars become a reality? Before you brush it off as science fiction, think about this. A company called Samson Sky, based in Oregon, is set to begin deliveries of its Switchblade flying car in 2024. After 14 years of development, they're not only ready to reveal it to the world, but to actually deliver it to customers. Imagine beating traffic and soaring above road rage in your very own flying car. But here's the million-dollar question. Will you need a pilot's license along with your driver's license to operate one of these futuristic machines? The future might be closer than we think. World War III. On November 22, 1987, The Simpsons aired a special episode on The Tracy Ullman Show. It was packed with laughs, but could there be a hidden message lurking beneath the humor? Before you dismiss this as a wild stretch, remember that many of the show's eerily accurate predictions were buried in seemingly trivial details that went unnoticed at the time. In this particular episode, Homer Simpson repeatedly alarms his family with fake World War III scenarios, dragging them to the fallout shelter as if the end of the world were imminent. This satirical take on global conflict may seem like just a funny subplot, but it raises unsettling questions. As tensions rise worldwide and we inch closer to serious geopolitical conflicts, could 2024 see a dramatic escalation? While we fervently hope this is not the case and continue to support peace efforts globally, the parallels are worth noting. If nearly 30 seemingly minor scenes from The Simpsons have turned out to be eerily accurate reflections of real life, it would be a mistake to dismiss them as just creative flourishes. The Simpsons isn't just a comedy, it's a deep dive into the hidden world of the elite. As we head towards 2024, it's crucial to keep an eye on how their predictions play out. What are your thoughts on these forecasts? Share them in the comments below, and make sure to subscribe to our channel so you don't miss out on more fascinating content. Thanks for watching.